Thank you for joining us for the Tradex Foods 3-Minute Market Insight, the Monday morning pulse report for seafood purchasers. Some fast facts from around the world for this week. I'm hearing rumors that we can expect to pay an increase of between 10 and 20 cents per pound on H&G sockeye over last year's prices. Over to the Maritimes. Newfoundland shrimpers have been operating under an interim 40% cut to their quotas this year, but the Minister of Fisheries recently reported that the actual cut may only be 10 to 15%. Now to Asia. All Japanese seafood processed in China is staying in China. The Chinese government is requiring catch certificates on all Japanese product, regardless if it was caught before the nuclear disaster. Under obvious pressures, Japan is unable to organize an office to issue certificates at this time, and consequently, all raw materials being held in China. To sidestep this requirement, it has been reported that some Chinese processors are mislabeling their fish as coming from other FAO areas. So buyer beware has never been more important than it is today. In the news this week, the highly anticipated salmon season will be opening soon. Bid prices on hatchery salmon are an indication that wild salmon prices will also be high this year. I have heard that Alaskan chum hatchery bids are the highest on record. Yielding down prices for whole fish brings H&G prices to between $2.08 and $2.34, and to between $3.22 and $3.58 for fillets, FOB China. These prices are approximately 34% higher than last year. For those of you that do not know, hatchery fish are ranched and then released into the wild. Then companies bid on fish that return to ranches to spawn. Not only are companies bidding on the fish, but they are also sourcing chum roe, otherwise referred to in the marketplace as ikura. Ikura is a luxury item, and despite reports that consumers are giving up luxury seafood in the midst of the recession, the market is extremely high right now. The effect of the tsunami and the nuclear disaster on Hokkaido chum has resulted in supply concerns for ikura, and so the market is tight. A strong ikura market and supply worries for Hokkaido chum have pushed up prices for hatchery fish, which are a good indication that prices for wild chum will follow suit. In other news, the Japanese earthquake is also impacting the scallop market. I'm seeing scallop prices trending upwards. 40-60 count Bay Scallops cultured in China are 18% above the most recent 52-week average. Meanwhile, 60-80 count are up 10%. And 80-100 count are up 8%. Sea scallop prices are no different. 10 to 20 count Canadian sea scallops are up 12% over the most recent 52-week average. 20-30 count are also up 12%, and 30-40 count are up about 10%. High prices are attributed to damage to Peruvian and Japanese scallop farms, which have greatly reduced global supply. In addition, Northeast U.S. fisheries production is forecasted to be down 6% in 2011. Chinese manufacturers are warning they will be out of stock far before the fall harvest season brings in new raw material. In fact, one of the largest scallop processors is claiming that they will be out of stock entirely within a month. If you buy scallops, I would strongly recommend securing your inventories as soon as possible, or you may be out of luck. Having said that, there is some supply relief in secondary manufacturers who buy and store scallops in anticipation of post-Chinese New Year prices. However, prices for this product will likely be high, perhaps even 35 cents per pound more than current prices. Thank you for joining me for the Tradex Foods 3-Minute Market Insight. This is Robert Reierson. Buy smart and eat more seafood. And go Canucks go!